I'm back. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for welcoming me back. This is my first podcast coming back into the era. I've been gone 4 years. This is why I never thought I'd be back here. I never thought I'd be back here. It's been a long time since I talked to y'all. A lot has changed. Last time y'all heard from me, I was trying to build something different for myself. Then life turned another direction, and I ended up back in prison. I've been gone over 3 years now. But through all this time, I never stopped thinking about speaking again. I never relinquished the passion and heart that guided me towards this endeavor of getting the truth out about prison in Georgia and prison life and those who endear themselves wholeheartedly to their loved ones or significant others, not for monetary gain, but for enlightenment and comprehensive measures. I simply wanted to inform all concerned of the intricacies of the Georgia prison system and to address any issues I could concerning prison in Georgia. Being an individual who served over 28 years incarceration, getting out, coming back, something more powerful to add to my discussions and podcasts. Coming back to prison and having the knowledge of prison. It seems sad, but it will eventually, hopefully, through my experiences and inconsistencies, we can all help aid each other. Hopefully, my podcast does this. Find answers and to try to get healing and understanding from our finds, what we find. I hope we can approach these endeavors with enthusiasm and authentic verbal conversations, though, to adhere to our most constant misfortune and instant reprisals. Sorry for the delay, but I'm back. Still confined, but back. And I'm going to start it off with when I'm back. Many more questions I have asked myself and God, and although I've heard of or seen answers both ways, I just want to indulge myself. And I hope it's worth your time and expense to not only ask questions, but also being ready to help come to a solution. It's great to be back and let the show begin. Life after life, new beginnings, part two. First, let me reintroduce myself. I've really been trying to get myself together. And you read my videos. You've seen all my videos. I'm coming to you live right now from the confines of incarceration in Georgia prison. Uh, I hope we can approach these endeavors with enthusiasm. Though. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming back. I've asked myself, you know, what I need to be trying to do with my life. I first got released from prison in 2019 after 28 years. I started in 91. But the scene is so chaotic, it's pathetic. You could get killed over a peanut butter sandwich in Georgia's Diagnostic Center, Jackson State Prison, where you get your physical testing, your processing to certain prisons. That's what the system delegates its prisoners and what prisons they will be processing to. There's no love in these places. Some say it's a hands-on prison, but I've never heard of that. I will have to research it, but prisoners have rights as well, but that's another topic. I have never in my 35 years of incarceration that still extends as we speak, heard of a hands-on prison. I mean, if the prisoner gets belligerent or irate, then you use the necessary force to subdue, not overly abusive, especially when you must understand the mental capacity of the person involved, in which officers should be trained to be able to comprehend the mental aspect of each situation displayed in prison and when dealing with prisoners. I was 52 years old when I was rearrested. I'm now 55 and will be 56 in 30 more days. I can see myself getting older and my body is trying to break down. But I continue to maintain because it doesn't matter if I do this alone. At this point in my life, I truly feel that God has a purpose for my life. And no matter who's with me or not, I am a true believer of the Creator. God is my Creator and that's when I put all my trust. Talking with God keeps my mental intact. It keeps my spiritual awake. It holds my heart in my hands and offerings to freely give to Him because He knows my true intent. God understands when no one else does. I've been in this battle 55 years and can't nobody know how deeply my heart hurts for all the times in my life that I've done anybody, anything, just any wrong to anyone. And God knows this. And I know that if I can just get up, keep moving, don't let it get me down. Every time I get knocked down, I get up. This is it, though. This is a pinnacle movement in and on my podcast. I'm ready for the tough questions from my viewers. How do you keep ending up in prison? Type question. No excuses, no bullshit. Just be straight up and keep it respectful. Because at the end of the day, this is not for debate purposes. My intent is to heal. My researching and interacting with like-minded individuals and to be a voice for people who can't or who don't understand that they need a voice. And why should I be one? Why should I be one? Why not? What better learning experience is self-learning? I just want to be able to surrender to it when I do hear the truth in it. I don't want to be biased because of culture, because of tradition and ways I've been taught. I want to be able to see the truth for what it is and submit to what's right in my life. That's why I feel like I end up in places like this with my life, especially as I watch the outside world move on. Trump, for instance, speaks for itself. For another podcast, though, and that's coming soon. But it shows even how the mentality of the people out in the world has changed. People will believe a lie where truth stands. The truth will always stand. It has no partner. It doesn't need intervention from anyone or anybody. The truth is the truth. And I assure you, I submit my will to all truth. If you can present truth to me, I am and will be submitting to it. Now back while I'm here in my situation, the short version I explain what happened, the delays, the confusion, things I wish I knew before prison, the trust, mental preparation, how people lose themselves in this hopeless prison system, routine, isolation, emotional numbness, the sounds of the prison when the doors close, the counts, the yelling, the silence at night, the alarms, the falling out of the drug addicts in the prison system. Waiting on my case. I was a passenger in a vehicle that got a traffic violation, and the driver didn't get charged with nothing that was in the vehicle I did, which is against the. I mean, how can the driver be? But that's my case. But how can the driver not be charged with what's found in his vehicle that he was driving? But I haven't been indicted in over 3 years. 3 years today, as a matter of fact, and I haven't been indicted. And the guy who was driving his case has been dismissed because he only had misdemeanor charges when I got all the felony charges that was placed on me at the scene of the crime. But even with all that, this time I want this platform to be more real. Not just prison stories. I want to talk about survival, the system, the mind, growth, mistakes, delays, hope, anger, all of it. Because people on the outside really don't understand what this life does to people mentally. Prison is not something that is, how can I put this? It's not formal. It's not cool to be in prison. I'm gonna say that. And one reflection that I have the most is realizing who really cares. My sister, for example, we really don't get along like that, and we're gonna face a lot of issues like that. We're gonna talk about a lot of issues about sibling rivalry, siblings that don't get along, parents. I mean, we're gonna broach all these subjects in a real sense. I mean, like I said, I can take all responses to what I'm putting out, but we don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. But she gave me some good advice. She said, "Bro, you did 28 years in prison. Who you had then?" And when I reflect back, I only had my grandma, my mother. She pitched in a lot at the end, and my cousin, and my first cousin who my grandma raised. I never really had a outside outside extension to my prison sentence, and it being so long and the time I spent because I was 20. 21, turning 21 when I was accused of the crime and sent to prison, and I was released in September of 2019. So you can count that up, add it up, it was a very long time. But throughout that, I realized who really cared about me. And as I look back on that situation, I really never had anybody that really cared whether I in prison or not. And this time, looking from the uh, inside out once again, seeing how prison has changed, and really understanding that I never had nobody when I did the 28 years old. Now I'm back and I'm 3 years in on this sentence, and I haven't been indicted. I signed myself back into something and lost 3 more years of my life, and I had a good job. I was about to get a vehicle. Had already rented me a 3-bedroom trailer. I had my lights cut on and my water. But I ended up getting back into something that I knew I shouldn't have gotten back into because I saw opportunity and I took the opportunity. And now I'm here. Trust me, I have no qualms about taking the responsibility for my actions. I'm back now. I'm back and I'm better. And I have purpose. I have consistency. And I'm rebuilding, documenting my experiences that I go through as I'm in prison. And if you check my shorts out, I'm gonna start posting shorts too. And I'm gonna show you exactly the realization of prison as it stands and what I go through every day. I just recently posted a short where my bunkmate flipped out. Dude like to die. I think he almost died. When he fell out, I mean, once you see the video, you'll see it was actually real in real time. Uh, just recorded May the 18th, yesterday, 2026. And I'm trying to make sure that people see that this situation that I'm in is very real. This is nothing to play with. I mean, my purpose is to look at my situation and see how I ended up in here. People don't want to hear excuses no more. I made a mistake. I made the decisions to do the thing that I did. I take full responsibility and accountability for what I created, and whatever questions, whatever comments and responses that you have for the situation or for me. I mean, I'll be glad to answer the questions and hear. I mean, what's y'all really want to hear about what's going on here? Because my purpose is to continue this podcast, and the reason I'm here today is because I felt a need to still speak, and just because I'm in a situation where I'm confined right now, I felt like that the people deserve to hear what was going on and hear why I'm here. So this gonna be real lifetime, real prison stories from inside the walls with me. As you know, there's no picture up there of me. You know, I'm doing voice videos for now. You know, it's a stipulation of this. I don't want to put nobody in the video that don't supposed to be in them. And, I'm just basically trying to reinvent my videos. And like I said, anybody who wants to respond or comment on my videos or want to know anything that's going on, or want to even see anything that's going on, I'm here to record live. I ain't putting people's faces on it, but it's some things you might want to see, and I'm gonna be sharing them on my shorts, and you can really see how these people be in here in the situation that we go through daily with no guards or anything. So I'm gonna be coming with some 5 topics on about prison life and just life in general. And like I said, I'm back. I might not be back like I want to, but this is the best y'all gonna get because it's live and it is in action. You know what I mean, I know you can hear the background. I'm actually here. I'm actually coming to you live, trying to alleviate some of the questions that answers. Some of the concerns that you got about prison life in Georgia. I'm right in the thick of it. If you need to know anything, come, ask me on my podcast. And the end is, I just want your honesty, your reflection, intelligence. I'm gonna understand your growth as well out there, your emotional control over the situation that you're in. And I don't know exactly where this journey goes from here, but I know I'm not staying silent anymore. If y'all still here with me, we building this from the ground up again. So even though I took a fall, I pray to God that my journey is not over. I'm 55, soon to be 56, and I still have love for my people, and I'm gonna continue to spread knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and experience no matter where I find myself at. I'm here. I made the decisions to be here, and I'm accepting my punishment. So I'm not coming for no sympathy. I'm not coming to you to ride with me because I'm doing something that's positive. I mean, I just want you to be who you are and be real with me. And I don't say 100. I say a stack. I'm keeping it a stack. I ain't doing 100 no more. I'm keeping this thing all the way a stack. And if you want to get with me, hit my podcast. I'm here. I'm back. And each week I'm going to try to have y'all something put down. And I'm going to answer all responses and taking real recordings of situations that's going on here that I can, up until a point that I can. So y'all be good. I thank y'all for the subscriber that I have. I appreciate y'all responses. And I have a nice day, and may God continue to bless you and your family. And I'm here, and I'm back.